Hi everyone, my name is Angelique, also known as Light. Welcome to my channel. Please stop what you're doing, like this video, subscribe, put a comment, share the video if you feel it's going to help somebody. Stay a while. If you need to book a phone session with me, you can do so. You want to talk about astrology, spiritual experiences, chosen one topics, anything supernatural. I'm your girl. You need to vent. You need someone to help you kickstart your healing journey or your spiritual journey. Book with me, okay? If you have booked with me before, leave a quick testimony in the comment section so others can see. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sharon. I'm sorry I put your name out there. Sharon spent like $120, guys, okay, for her phone session. Get your phone sessions in. I really appreciate you. Just wanted to publicly put you out there. Thank you to everyone who booked phone sessions with me. I'm not going to say your other name. I spoke to you today. I'm just going to say EJ, okay, so you know who you are. Thank you, EJ. We had an amazing conversation with you also. Okay, let's get right into it. Oh, yes. All that information how to book phone session is in the comment section or in the description bar, okay? If you want to send me a love donation or you have a video request, you can donate money as well in order for me to keep putting out content. Or if you have a request, you can email me, send your donation, and I will do a video for you, okay, on your situation or a spiritual topic, okay? Alrighty. I still have the narcissistic videos up, and I did create a Patreon, but there's no content on there, so I will definitely give y'all the information for my Patreon for next month, and it's gonna be, I believe, $12 a month. And on the Patreon, I will have a few narcissistic videos because I kind of feel like I left y'all, left some of y'all hanging basically. All this lip gloss. I left some of y'all hanging. So there won't be any narcissistic content on this channel. But I will put some narcissistic videos on my Patreon, okay? On my Patreon is going to be spiritual videos that I can't put on here, okay? Things that have gone through in my life. It could be relationships, sex, spirituality, friendships, narcissism, all of that supernatural experiences will all be on the Patreon. So what's the difference between YouTube and my Patreon? The videos that are gonna go on my Patreon will never make it to YouTube. Never. Because of the privacy reasons, I don't want to put that information out on YouTube. And on top of it, got stalkers on YouTube. You want to stalk me, gonna have to pay to stalk me, basically. Okay. And also because of YouTube's what is it? Them making up all these rules and don't want my videos to get flagged talking about certain things. And I've seen some of my videos not get monetized, and I'm like, what did I even say in that video? Okay, and this is how I make a living now. All right. Okay, so sorry for all that information and huge intro, but chosen ones, let's get right into it. um I'm not gonna lie, I've been this um avoiding this topic because I'm actually going through it myself. If I seem very drained, I am. I'm not, I'm spiritually drained. Um, just going through personal things. And my PCOS is acting up. Some of you don't know what PCOS is. It's basically you have cysts on your ovaries. It's a hormonal imbalance. So there's days where I'm extremely drained or in pain, basically. So if I seem like I look like I'm out of it, that's the reason why I'm physically out of it. But I need to get this content out. So bear with me if you feel like my energy is low. Okay. So, I feel like I had to do this video because a lot of you going through this, and I'm going through this still. With a lot of you came from my narcissistic videos, and You've discarded a lot of your family and friends and ex-spouses and relationships and all these different people who abused you and weren't good to you. And you know, this just kept popping up. So I was on Instagram, right? And this is basically about how sometimes the monster in your story is the hero in someone else's story, right? And in order for these abusers, right, in order for these energy vampires to survive, they have a whole team of people that backs them up, right? Just like the abuse in Hollywood or the abuse in families. You know, everyone's like, no, well, that's your aunt, that's your uncle, that's your mother, that's your father. You still have to talk to them. You still have to be in their life. And this is disgusting. This is abusive. This is toxic when people tell you you literally have to have a relationship with your abuser and you don't. And I know a lot of cultures push that. Okay, American, Americans, they do it, especially in the Black community. But I came through as a generational curse breaker, and I don't believe in that crap. I don't believe that you have to be continue to be family members with your abusers. Okay, I'm not with it. I'm breaking that from my bloodline. And if I do become a mother, I hope my children are never abused, but if they are finding themselves in abusive situations, they feel like they can part from that person, they can live without them. Okay, and a lot of you had to cut your mothers off, your fathers off, your siblings off, you know, blood relatives. Okay, or even it had to be blood relatives, family, because sometimes some of you have been adopted, or you know, you grew up with other people who were not blood to you, you know. But family, period, is what I'm discussing. And sometimes your family is your enemy. Your family chosen one is your ops. Okay, as we say, younger people were in the hood, they say, you messing with the ops. Okay. Sometimes your own family is your ops, or the ops. They're the flying monkeys. They're their enemies. They're against you. And we see this time and time again, where even your own family can kill you, your own family can rape you, your own family steal from you. Okay, I got a cousin who stole thousands of dollars from me, you know, and is literally like on a run. Okay, where I could have used that money to invest, to start a business, all kind of stuff, you know. And I had so many different things, and being betrayed by, you know, family members, mistreated, abused, you know. And a lot of them I did cut off. Okay, as I stated before, the man who raised me, I didn't grow up with my biological father. I only saw him on the weekends, when he wanted to pick me up, you know. So I grew up in the home with my stepfather who molested me. And I had to cut him off. For a long time, I was in my head like, oh, you know, I don't have my biological father. I at least can have a relationship with him, my stepfather, because, oh, he raised me. You know, in my head, I put all that abuse back. What they call it, cognitive dissonance, where, you know, your brain is split. Okay, your mind is split, where you're like, well, they did abuse me, but they are my father, they are my mother. So let me just stick around and still, you know, enable this abuse. You don't have to do it. I don't care what Bible, what religious book man wrote these religious books. If you want to believe it's the word of God, that is your business. To me, it's not. Okay, these are man who wrote these books. What did God tell you? You know, I don't want to hear what your Bible or your Quran or whatever, your Torah or whatever told you. What is your creator telling you? You mean to tell me your creator is telling you to keep these abusive family members in your life, to keep being raped, you know, to keep being, you know, money being stolen from you, you being beat, you know, you being talked down to? That's what your God. I don't. Then we're not serving the same God. I've had to let go of the man who raised me, beat my mom, cheated on my mom. I would see all of these things and still wanted a relationship with him. It's crazy. Molested me, still wanted a relationship with him. Okay. Now I'm in this situation where I know I have to cut off my only sibling. Okay. My mom had 3 children. My older brother, who is 12 years older than me, you do the math, I'm 39, so he's in his 50s already. Um, my mom had a child a year before me who passed at birth, so she only had 2 children, living children, okay? So, um, my entire life I was in this cloud of, I didn't want to believe who my sibling really was. I didn't want to believe who he is, okay? I'm not going to call him brother, I'm going to call him sibling. He doesn't deserve to be called a brother because he's not. He's never been a brother, okay? But anyway, what triggered me to do this video, I was on Instagram and there was a video that said, oh, how many times a year do you see your parents? And in the video, the guy says, I see them twice a year. He said, well, how old are they? He said, they're in their 70s. And then the guy says, well, you really don't have 10 years because maybe they'll live into their 80s. You really don't have 10 more years to see them. You have about 10 more times to see them because you don't even see them a lot every year. And he's like, dang, that is true. So a lot of us who, if you do chosen ones, if you do have good family members, don't take that for granted. That's a blessing because a lot of chosen ones, I noticed, they had hard childhoods. The empath had hard childhoods. The chosen ones are the black sheeps most of the time. They get done dirty. They're the lonely one. The one that ends up a lot of times by themselves and not having that family support. So if you happen to be a chosen one who does have, a good family structure, it's a huge blessing that you do, and don't ever take that for granted. So when I commented on that video, and my comment said, it was very simple, and I was like, why am I getting so many responses on my comment? And I commented on the video and I said, my mom died when my dad died when I was 20. My mom died when I was 23. You never know. Go spend time with your parents if they're not toxic. Heart emoji. I think my comment has about over 1,000 likes. And so many people commented like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for pointing out if they're toxic, not to reach out to them. I've gone no contact. I used to feel guilty. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Like, we don't have to take the abuse. And I didn't know that people were going to say this on Instagram. I was just like, whoa. Then I had a couple of other people going, it doesn't matter if your parents are toxic. It doesn't matter if your parents are abusive. You can't cut your parents off. And it was tons. And some of them I clicked on their profile. And a lot of them looked Muslim. A lot of them looked Indian, Muslim, African. And I said, well, maybe this is more of a cultural thing. No offense to my African or Muslim or, Indian, Pakistani crew, if you follow me. But I noticed that it's very cultural where y'all are taught that you're supposed to take the abuse and just honor your parents no matter what. And that's why you see a lot of killings, And it's really interesting because even a lot of these cultures, they kill their children or they kill a lot of honor killings, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not disrespecting your culture, but if you decide to stick around because you feel that's what you should do, that's your business. But don't judge other people that weren't cowards, that was strong enough to actually escape the abuse. And there are people who don't talk to their parents, and even though their parents treated them like crap, they still feel guilty because of what the abusive parents try to beat in their head, that you do as I say, not as I do. Okay. You have to honor me. You have to take care of me when I get older, but they didn't even take care of them when they were raising them. It's insanity. It's insanity. I never felt guilty cutting. I didn't talk to my father for a few years. The last time I spoke to him, I think I was like 18, 19. And he did apologize. He cried. I don't even know if it was genuine. I cried. He did get on his knees and he apologized to me. And I said, well, I forgive you, but I don't need you. Like, I'm already raised. I'm grown. I'm 18. I'm a grown woman. I don't need you. And I don't regret saying that to him or spending time with him. I feel he was still toxic. He was still uh, a drug addict. He was still an alcoholic. He was still a broken person, and I didn't need to be around him. So I don't regret not trying to spend time with him before he died. So he died maybe 2 years after that conversation, that apology with him. And I never felt guilty about it. I felt that I did the best that I could, basically. But if you're a person chosen one and you had to cut off your relatives, whether it's your own kids, your parents, your siblings, don't feel guilty. You did what was best for your soul. We don't have to when you endure all those negative words, all that abuse, whether it's physical abuse, emotional abuse, whether they're draining your spirit and your energy, that type of energy can get you sick. That can get you sick. All the chemicals in your body releasing from the drama and the games and the abuse. But you want to sit there and you want to take it because, oh, that's my mama, that's my daddy, that's my brother, that's my sister. Oh, hell no. I'm about to cut off my only sibling, okay? My niece is going to be 17 this year. And I don't know what switched in me. I've always, not always, but I'm gonna say probably since I was about 18, 19 is when I realized this guy doesn't like me. This guy does not like me. This guy hates me. He's jealous of me. He feels our mother loves me more. Why the hell do I want a relationship with this individual? There is nothing. I can't think. The only thing I think I can ever think of what he's ever taught me was about when I was younger. He was really, really into ancient Kemet, Egyptian culture. That's probably the only thing. I am 39 years old, and that's probably the only thing that I learned or got from this individual. A lot of times you don't even realize you're not getting anything but the same last name. I don't even have his last name, but sometimes from your family, all you have is their same last name as them, and that's it. Blood running through their veins and your veins, that's it. That's all. And it's sickening that people protect these abusers, and that's how they're able to succeed in life. They're able to succeed and continue to abuse a whole family. They need to have a team. They need to have a team of flying monkeys. They need to have these people around them, this energy. They can't do it on their own. I just watched a crime show the other day. You know me and my crime shows, guys. And it was I think I told the story. It was a Liberian girl from Liberia in Africa. And her dad molested her, molested the sister, and then the sister moved the father from Liberia into America, and the sister had a daughter. And the sister said, "Why would you let dad come live with you? You have a daughter. He's gonna molest your daughter. If he molested, he's gonna molest his grandchild. If he molested his own daughters, he slept with his own daughters. What makes you think he's not gonna molest his own grandchild? But she was in that cognitive dissonance where she couldn't, or she said, "Oh well, that's still my father." Because people, since you still love your abuser. At one point, I still loved my stepfather. Do I love him now? Hell no. That's a monster to me. Hell no. I don't love him. I don't hurt. I don't have any malice in my heart for him. I've forgiven him. I knew that he grew up with a monster in his home, and that's why he turned out to be a monster. But that ain't my problem. Excuse me. Cutting him off was one of the best decisions that I had to make as concerning relationships. Long story short, the African girl, she killed her father. She cut his penis off, guys. Yes, she did. She confronted him. She lured him to her house. She confronted him. They got into an argument. She cut his genitals off and he died. He bled to death. You see that? Do you see what happens when people don't heal? When people aren't able to tell their story? When people aren't able to release? When people have to honor their mother and father? These things happen. When they should have nailed his behind on the cross. That's what they should have did. But we're taught that we have to honor these people. But yeah, these people are going to play games with you. Let me tell you something. Most of these people that are doing these things, they know what they're doing. They know that they're wrong. They know that they're stealing your light. They're draining you. They know that. They know you're better than them. They know you're the chosen one. That's why they messing with you. Because if they can break your soul, they can break your spirit, they can get you off track. We save people's lives. People look at us as an example on how to live. Sometimes you are the only God, so to say, or I call myself the goddess. I'm not trying to say I'm a God. I'm not God. I have a God that oversees me. But sometimes we are the God and goddesses that people see because they can't see Jesus or they can't see the energy of God sometimes. So they see that through us. But how can we be an example when we're allowing these relationships with these abusers and these narcissists or these sociopaths or whatever? They so busy sucking off our energy, then we don't have no energy for ourselves, or we don't have any energy to give to other people who wants to do the work and who wants to heal. Those abusers don't want to heal. Those narcs don't want to heal. They want to torment. They're here on this earth to torment us, throw us off track, throw us off our alignment. But no, I gotta honor my mother and father, and that's my child. And so I'm here to tell, I can't tell you what to do. I just want to say to those of you who do want to cut off your immediate family, do it. I support you. Do it. Or limit your interaction. Stop going over their house. Text them, hey, you okay? You need some food? You need some money? Okay, I'll Zelle you, I'll Cash App you, I'll PayPal you, Western Union you. If you feel that's how you want to honor your parents, have some groceries delivered to their house, send them some money. You ain't got to see them. Limit your interaction. This is why when you fall back, they notice immediately. I got my sibling playing on my phone all week. I was just having a conversation with a sub today. EJ is a woman. And she was talking about her narc mom. and how her narc mother sends her these little spiritual quotes and memes and things. That's what they do. They playing with you. They trying to see, it's breadcrumbing you. They trying to see, oh, do I have access? Are they speaking to me? Because they not grown enough. These are children in adult bodies. These narcissists and these abusers, these energy vampires, they're children maturity wise. Spiritually, they're children. So they're not going to hit you up like a normal friend or a normal mother or father would say, hey baby, how you doing? I miss you. When can I see you? Let's spend time. Did you see what happened over there in Ukraine or something like? They don't talk like that. They stupid. They'll send you little videos and memes, and I don't want to see that crap. You know, chosen ones, we get very irritated with that. I get irritated. We don't like that small talk BS. Let's talk about something of substance that's going to build a relationship. They want to send you stupid, dry memes and spiritual quotes. I don't want to see that crap. Get out of here with that. But they ain't going to text you and say, hey, are you good? Do you need something? Are you all right? What's new? They want to breadcrumb you because they too prideful, and they get annoyed when they realize you're withdrawing your energy. My sibling didn't hit me up and say, oh, and was my mother's 15th anniversary of her death was on New Year's Eve. He didn't hit me up and say, Happy New Year. Oh, wow, it's been 15 years since our mother's been gone. Said nothing. But when they send me a video, I don't want to see that. Of some singers on YouTube. I don't need to see that. Valentine's Day comes up. That's our mother's birthday. Didn't say, hey, you know, today would have been mommy's birthday. No. But playing on my phone and I won't answer. Oh, my job is kicking my ass. I didn't answer. I don't care. I don't care. I only care about people who care about me. And that's where I wish for y'all chosen ones to be too. Once you know your power, you have to start practicing giving only to people who care about you. Why would you keep giving someone love who doesn't appreciate your love, giving someone money and gifts who don't even appreciate it? Oh, you don't love me? You don't like me? No problem. Bye. I'm going to go over here where the love and light is. I'm going to go over here where the acknowledgement and the appreciation is. And they feel it. Because they want you to chase them. Chase what? You wasn't giving me anything. I was keeping us connected. I'm the plug. We're the plug. We're the light. So think about it, chosen one. Sometimes your family is your enemy. They're the ops. They will take you down faster than cops, okay? And I know, I'm not going to say it's easy. Trust me. Maybe even 2 years ago, I would have been in this video crying over this sibling of mine. And I'm not even numb. To me, it's like, I don't know what happened. Something switched off in my head. And it's sad because I love my niece, but I feel he's turned her against me. I've seen some weird behavior from her all of a sudden. Oh, okay. Bye. You your daddy's child. Bye. When I was a child, I think I saw my aunt. I only had one aunt. That was my father's sister, and she was so good to me. She died when I was 13. And she was so sweet. Aunt Rita, her name was Aunt Rita. Her real name was Arietta, but her nickname was Rita. And she was so good to me. I might have seen her maybe twice a year, but I always cherished seeing her twice a year. She'd watch a Showtime at the Apollo with me. We would play Candyland together. I remember she used to read a lot of romance novels, and she would always do my hair and dress me up and buy me nice gifts. I mean, all of that, I did that with my niece. And I always called my Aunt Rita, but this sibling got my niece disrespected me. She calling me Angie. And I've been there since she came out the womb. Do you see what they do? They disrespect you. They don't even tell their children to respect you. They they disrespect you, so everybody around them in the family, they start to disrespect you. And the only way you can take your power back is when you go, deuces. The number you have reached has been disconnected. They can't. I'm changing my numbers during the springtime. I just have a lot going on right now, and too many, people have my number, important people right now that I'm dealing with, so I don't want to change my number. But as soon as whatever I'm doing is over with, I'm changing my number. It's a wrap. It's done. Think about it. I'm telling you, it's not even worth it, guys. It's really not. It's not. Something clicked in my head. I don't know what it was. Something clicked in my head. And I said, "Wait a minute." like that recording. Wait a damn minute. Something clicked in me that made me go, I don't even get anything from them. And now you got your child disrespecting me? Oh, hell no. I will text her and go, hey girl, you won't be seeing me, but in the future, if you want to reach me, this is your aunt, Angelique. This is her email. You can email me when you're ready to talk to me. I'm not here to prove, I am not on earth to prove my worth to anyone. You're not on earth to prove, constantly proving to your family. You ever see those movies? They trying to prove to their family they worth it, and half the time the family ain't worth a damn anyway. I'm the chosen one. I gotta prove to you my worth? For what? I don't get anything. I don't get anything. You know, so I did talk to my sub, and she, what do you do? This is my daughter. I didn't tell, I'm not gonna tell her daughter off. You can't communicate with these people. If these people don't communicate back with you, what you gonna do? Put a gun to the... You can't force these people. I gotta watch my mouth on YouTube. You can't force these people to treat you right. Treat yourself right. Lead an example. And you don't have to deal with disrespect. There's plenty of people who kick their kids out their house, who sign them over to the government because these kids want to disobey. Your family is a portal. We're all responsible for our own soul. Just like if you had a mother who was an addict or she died, or your father was, not there, they were just your portal to get into this realm. Yes, you take on some of their traits and their traumas, and that is up to you to heal for your parents and for your bloodline. But what you gonna do? That's holding up your life and your process, trying to appease these people, and the people you're trying to appease, they don't care about you. They just want to use you, and they want to throw you off your alignment. They want to throw you off your spiritual journey. And these demons work through them to make sure you don't save other people's lives, that you don't heal, that you don't get the job done, that you're not successful. They're time wasters. They are bullshitters. So next time you get that text, delete or block. Don't answer them. Starve them out. Don't give them no energy. And you know what happens when you don't give these people no energy? They find somebody else to drain anyway. They will. They find other people to drain. Eventually, they will leave you alone. And if not, then you know you got to protect yourself. Because some of these people are crazy out there. That's my message, chosen ones. Do not feel guilty. Because sometimes the monster in your story is the hero in somebody else's. And that's why they defend them. They didn't see what, they didn't get the same version that you got. So that's another thing. Don't even get mad when your siblings are taking up for your parents or taking up for other people in your family, or your parents are taking up for your siblings or vice versa. Don't even get mixed up in that, or whatever family member that you're dealing with, because the way they treated you is not the same way they treated them. So of course they're going to take the manipulator side, the op side. They are. They didn't get treated the same way. It's a strategy game to all of this. Chosen ones, you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. And yes, it does get lonely. And yes, people gossip about you and you end up looking crazy. Okay, I remember one time I told my cousin on my mother's side, she said, well, why did you cut your stepfather off? I said, sweetheart, he used to beat on your aunt and cheat on her. I would be sleeping and hearing my mom screaming and crying, help, help, help. That's what he did to your aunt. I said, and he molested me. You know what she did? She looked me in my face and said, well, he loaned me $900 to cremate my father, so bish, are you stupid? This is the things that people are gonna say to you. It's gonna piss you off. You think I mess with that chick? Hell no. Hell no. I don't talk to that cousin. Am I mad at her? Nope. Do I mess with her? Hell no. I tell you, this person abused me, and you talking about some $900 that he didn't even give you. He loaned you to cremate your father? This is what you're going to deal with, chosen ones. Don't feel guilty if you have to cut off your own damn family, okay? Peace and blessings. Hopefully this message wasn't too heavy. It is heavy, but I had to get it out. I had to tell y'all. I had to give y'all that message because a lot of you are in pain. A lot of you don't understand that, our families are just these portals and vessels to get into this realm. Okay, and family does not have to be someone we have a last name with, someone we share blood with or memories with. Okay, don't forget to donate. Really appreciate it. When you don't see me, it's because I ain't getting no donations and I'm not getting any phone bookings. Okay, but if you see me pop back up, that's the reason why I'm back on here. And don't forget to book your phone session. All right. Comment below your stories, so other people can encourage you in the comment section if you're going through something as well where you have to cut off your family. And I'm praying for everybody who has to do this because this is not an easy journey. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Peace and blessings.